Hi guys, Rachael Cook, Doctor of Audiology at Applied Hearing Solutions in Phoenix, Arizona. And in today's video, I'm going to be telling you 6 ways to prevent hearing aid Bluetooth issues. Coming up. Being able to pair your hearing aids to your smartphone using Bluetooth was perhaps one of, if not the most revolutionary upgrade to hearing aid technology that we've ever seen. There's a whole host of perks that come with being able to connect your phone to your hearing aids using Bluetooth. These include wirelessly streaming phone calls directly into your ears, enjoying your favorite music, or watching your favorite YouTube creator, and even using an app to control hearing aid functions, like changing volume and programs, enabling features, and even the ability to locate lost hearing aids. It's no wonder then that Bluetooth connectivity is one of the most sought out features during an initial hearing aid consultation. But if you have any devices that use Bluetooth, not just hearing aids, then you likely already know that the inherent nature of Bluetooth means that you'll probably run into the need for some at-home troubleshooting. This is because your hearing aids can become disconnected from your phone, your app, or both. And it can be tricky to know how to solve this problem, especially if it just keeps happening. That's why today I'll be telling you 6 easy things that you can do to prevent hearing aid Bluetooth issues. But before we do that, if you could please give this video a thumbs up, it really does help bring videos like these to a wider audience. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button with notification bell, what are you doing? Go ahead and do that as well so that you never miss any one of our newly released videos. Now, the first step in preventing Bluetooth issues is ensuring that your hearing aids have the latest firmware. Firmware updates aim to remedy these glitches and improve the user experience, and often include updates for improved connectivity and reliability. Most firmware updates can only be completed by your provider in office, so be sure to ask at your next visit if your hearing aids are in need of an update. The second step to preventing unnecessary Bluetooth issues is to ensure that your smartphone is operating on the latest software. Both your hearing aids and your cell phone need to be able to communicate with one another, but this only really happens smoothly when they're speaking the same language. If the firmware in your hearing aids and the software in your phone aren't on the same page, this can spell disaster for your hearing aid connectivity. Software updates are always located within the settings menu on your phone, so go take a look and make sure that you're running on the latest and greatest. This is true for hearing aid apps as well, so make sure that you're periodically checking to make sure that your hearing aid app doesn't need updating too. The third step to preventing Bluetooth issues is by restarting your phone at least once a week, but more often if you're up for it. There are multiple reasons why you're supposed to restart your phone at least once a week, including retaining memory, preventing crashes, running more smoothly, and prolonging battery life. Just as we see with computers, smartphones are really controlling many different things at once. The overlap between these different functions can cause some wires to get crossed up in the phone, ultimately causing some glitches with the connectivity with your hearing aids. Using just 2 minutes to restart your phone once a week helps to close out of any apps that might be running in the background and remedy any glitches in the code that may have occurred over a week's worth of use. But if you don't have time for a full restart of the phone, step 4 in preventing Bluetooth issues is by closing out of all of your open apps each night. Interestingly enough, when you close out of an app, it doesn't actually shut down entirely. Instead, the app often continues running in the background, just waiting and ready for you to open it again and put you right back where you were before. But in an average day, a smartphone could be used for making calls, listening to music, calculating a tip, checking your banking balance, posting on Instagram, ordering a coffee or lunch. The list goes on and on. By the end of the day, it's not uncommon to have 30 applications running in the background just waiting to be opened up again. Because many of these applications use the same processing power from the phone, it's very easy for one app running in the background to impact the function of a different open app. For this reason, it is recommended that you force quit out of your open applications each night, or better yet, even multiple times each day, to prevent any hiccups in maintaining your Bluetooth connection. On an iPhone, this is done by swiping up halfway and then sliding the app you want to close out of to the top of the screen. Annoyingly, you will need to swipe out of each app individually, which can be a little bit of a tall order depending on how long it's been since you've completed this last. On an Android, this is done by selecting the button with 3 lines and completing the same swipe up motion for each app, or simply closing out of all of the apps at once. The 5th way that you can prevent Bluetooth issues between your hearing aids and your phone is by forgetting all of the Bluetooth connections that are no longer in use. If you're like me, I have connected to dozens of Bluetooth headphones, speakers, car stereos, and even activity tracking bands and watches. In order to avoid your phone seeking out these connections or even connecting to an unintended receiver, be sure to delete all Bluetooth pairings that you don't plan to use on a more regular basis. And the 6th thing that you can do to keep your hearing aids paired up to your phone is by keeping your phone near you at all times. Now that might sound just a little bit weird, but most Bluetooth hearing aids really only have a transmission range of about 30 feet. Hearing aids themselves really only operate in a pairing mode for about 1 to 2 minutes after they've been pulled out of the charger or after you've closed the battery door to turn them on. When your hearing aids are turned on and they're near your phone, they should pair up automatically. But imagine halfway through the day, you decide to go outside to do some yard work or to take out the trash. If you leave your phone behind, there's a really strong chance that you've gone beyond that 30-foot transmission range and your hearing aids have now become disconnected from your phone. While you might come back into the house and return to the very same room that you were in before, you may find that your hearing aids and your phone just still don't have an active connection. And because your hearing aids are likely beyond that 1 to 2 minute pairing mode that happens right after startup, your hearing aids may seem disconnected from your phone for good. Luckily, the easiest way to solve this is just by keeping your phone on you whenever possible to avoid frequent interruptions to your Bluetooth connectivity. But if you happen to find that your hearing aids and your phone have become disconnected at some point during the day, have no fear. Simply turning the hearing aids off and on can help to restart that pairing mode, and they should connect together again without much of an issue. In summary, here are the 6 easy ways to prevent Bluetooth connection issues between your hearing aids and your phone. Number 1, ask your provider if your hearing aids are operating on the latest firmware. Number 2, ensure your smartphone and your hearing aid app are both updated. Number 3, be sure to restart your phone at least once a week. Number 4, close out of all open applications nightly. Number 5, forget old or unused Bluetooth connections. And number 6, remain within 30 feet of your phone at all times to avoid the need for repairing throughout the day. Remember that just because your hearing aids are not connecting to your phone does not mean that they're not working. Hearing aids will continue to function as they normally do without any sort of connection to a smartphone or an app. However, if you just aren't able to fix a Bluetooth issue yourself, be sure to call your hearing care provider, as they should definitely be able to assist you through this. But to save you some time in this process, make sure you complete each one of these tips and tricks before giving them a call. If you do happen to encounter a Bluetooth pairing issue outside of standard office hours, each hearing aid manufacturer does have a designated consumer hotline. I'll be sure to list the phone number for all 6 of the major manufacturers down in the description below. Following these 6 easy steps will no doubt prevent Bluetooth issues, so you can spend more time hearing and less time troubleshooting.